Good morning. So, continuing off where we left off yesterday, clearly that's not a pansy, but I reused the planter. So, coming down here, I got some creeping thyme that I tucked in here. Some of it's been struggling because it's not getting quite the amount of light others are, so I tried to prune plants back. And like my mirabilis here, I cut some of that back. And some of my cannas, because this one over here is struggling too, just to get them to fill out better before winter comes, so that way next year's they can really perform and grow beyond the means of other plants that are going to become more robust as well. So that's what I'm doing here, and keeping it weeded. I've been coming out for like half hour to an hour after work most days and just maintaining all of these spaces. Okay, so now that we've talked about the creeping thyme, so there is my mirabilis. That's my confused 4 o'clocks. They open up later than 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And I had self-seeding babies down here that I dug up and put in pots, so hopefully I can give those away to people and that they'll have nice robust plants for next year. Or I can fill in more down there, but I did plant down there by the mailbox, but I did plant a couple mirabilis down there, so it should be fine. And then that's a hello Falcor. That is a spiderwort species, a Roeo oyster plant. You can tell it's related to Tradescantia and all the rest of them just because how it grows. We do have a native spiderwort, Ohio spiderwort, and it was one of my favorites picking as a kid along the roadside in northern Indiana. What else do I have over here? I have some marigolds. I had a bunch of marigold seeds and I just kind of chucked seeds in a bunch of places and let them grow. So now they're starting to bloom. So it only took a couple months, and these aren't quite getting full sun. I mean, I guess they're getting minimal full sun requirements. Then my one native Pentstemon digitalis, or Palladius, it's not digitalis. Then my dwarf orange blooming canna lilies, struggling marigold, which that's fine. Mojito mint, got 2 of those in pots in the ground. That way they don't overtake by roots, because I read that this and peppermint can be quite aggressively spread by the roots too. So I wanted to be careful, but I wanted mint next to the house because mint is helps with repelling mice and other critters, and because we like mint. And these are lupines, however you want to say them. And I put seeds here in May, I want to say, early May. And so these 2 plants have come up and decided to start getting established, so they should bloom next year. Then my variegated lemon tree. I got some big lemon balm plants to give away too if anybody wants some. My colocasia there. Then coming out this way we have the wonderful triple crown blackberry and some chocolate chip ajuga, however you want to say it. And then there's roosters, yes. Raspberries. They've been on and off the struggle bus, but at least they're still living. Struggle bus, coreopsis, Lanceleaf coreopsis there. This one's doing better than that one, so that tells me that it's got wet feet. So I probably need to move this plant more up here. And I had that as a plant marker, so I didn't lose where a plant was, so I didn't weed it, and it got moved probably from dogs. But yeah, then I have some Dicentra and stuff out here, a couple Asiatic lilies, some dianthus. I got some Vinca minor, some periwinkle growing there, and it's getting kind of robust, so I've been keeping an eye on it and trying to prune it back and keep it back that way to fill out the super shaded spots and leave, this up here for other plants. And coming out here, oh look, I got a white wonder cucumber growing right there. The Russian sage is coming back, so a lot of it looked like it died back. some of it looked like it was getting green right away, but 90% of my Russian sage that I put in the ground is coming back. So I've been pruning back the dead off of it and trying to let it come back. Except for this, like these trees, I've been trying to prune them off and keep them dead. And so Russian sage growing everywhere out here, basically. It's wonderful. Coming out here, I'm trying to start to pull up giant ragweed and pokeweed that I can get up. See, but the pokeweed gets so big that it's going to be hard to pull up. And then out here I have some jewelweed and some self-heal. The self-heal looks really healthy. I got some more self-heal under a tree out in the yard, and it does not look this good. And this is probably a calico aster. I got lots of calico asters in the yard, but that self-heal is really pretty. I love it there. So I want it to spread, not the pokeweed and the giant ragweed. So yeah, the jewelweed's fine too. It's nice soft leaves, and you know, we could always use some jewelweed prevention for all the poison ivy growing around, right? Look, it's pokeweed trees. I have a jungle. And some of the giant ragweed, when it starts branching out in several branches, it's hard to pull out of the ground. I like it when it's in a nice singular tall stalk because the roots are shallow. I got river oats. I'm pretty sure that's river oats. I know I got river oats growing over by the Freightliner. And I did put some more Russian sage out here too, but Chad probably mowed over quite a bit of it, but that's okay because it'll still grow back from the roots. Oh, here's some. See it? So then I have Synantium lave out here in bloom somewhere. Pull out some giant ragweed. Wild grapes growing out here. Probably a bunch of calico asters or goldenrods. Probably might be goldenrods. I don't know. We'll see. There's the Synantium lave in bloom. If I can get a good shot of it there, see all the little blooms on it. So I pulled off a piece to propagate. So it's in my propagation water cup right now, along with some other plants. Alright, so now we saw that cool plant. There's nothing else I could really say right now, except for I chucked out a bunch of seeds, a bunch of like hollyhocks, black-eyed Susans, salvia, lavender, mints, like lemon mint and stuff. Just anything that'll bring in pollinators and take over versus pokeweed, giant ragweed, and sweet gum trees, basically. Because I want it to be an oasis, not a crisis. So this is the not quite as healthy self-heal. It's got a bit of disease on it, but it's okay. That disease won't hurt you. You can still use it, and something likes to eat it. So it's providing food for bugs. Little pollinators all over it. Over here amongst the boxwoods, azaleas, and holly bushes, I have dragon's tail. It's a native plant, and I can't remember what the botanical name for it is off the top of my head, but it's related to Jack in the Pulpit, and it doesn't put out quite as significant as an inflow as the Jack in the Pulpit does, but I had seeds for Jack in the Pulpit, and I put them over here, next to a dead rhododendron. So out here I've also got, oh, this is neat. I like the little red buds on them. I planted Virginia bluebells and white trillium that I got from Tennessee Nursery. What else did I plant out here? I feel like there was something else I wanted. Oh yeah, the Jack of the Pulpit's out here too from seed. So basically in these areas here, I just pull out what we don't want, like around the pond in here. And quite quite frankly, there's not a lot in this area that we wouldn't mind having, just as long as it's not tall, spiky, itchy, rash causing. You know, so even the smartweed's okay over here, really, because then it's charming and it actually doesn't look bad and it's not hurting anything and it's growing somewhere where other things won't and providing benefit. So it's great. And then look how ornamental that looks in the backdrop next to that. It really doesn't look bad. Maybe some flowers and some blooms in there would be great. But there is this wood sorrel that'll put out this beautiful pink flower. So, I mean, maybe. And then I have a native hibiscus here. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but there it is. And it's got wonderful, glorious pollen all over it. And you could just see honeybees taking a bath all along those long stamens. Oh, like here. Picture of that. You can leave the next one. Get a picture of that too. Okay. All right, done taking pictures because that's gonna have to be a thumbnail. Oh, I forgot to show you the Joe Pye weed by the pond, so I'll have to get back to that. But there's this Joe Pye weed here that clearly it's not as old as the other Joe Pye weed, but it's starting to put out umbels. We're getting buds going on there, so that's great. A prairie clover that's done flowering. Look at it. I think it's a neat clover. So then I have the river oats. Oops, that tickled me over here. Aren't they pretty? I kind of like them. And then they dry out and have a winter interest too. And they're edible and the birds can eat them and other critters. And that is definitely a squash bug right here, way over on the other side of the freaking yard. Why are you way over there? And go away. No one likes you. A crispy coral bell, so I'm going to have to move that plant, and I'm not going to move it yet. It'll probably survive. Coral bells are very hardy, but I need to move it back into some more shade, so I'm probably going to add it. I don't know yet, so I don't want to say. Then out here I got some more marigolds growing, some more Russian sage, Penstemon Husker Red, some sunflowers that decide to pop up, some Gaillardia, mango spin top, some double sun lance leaf coreopsis. And then I have some skullcap growing out here, Mad Dog skullcap, and anise hyssop, and wild bergamot as well, and a bee balm from Bonnie's, a couple different dahlias, a yarrow. What else do I have? A lyre leaf sage. Oh, there's the pretty pink bloom that wood sorrel will put out. So, yeah, don't pull them out. Don't pull them out. Down here's a ton of jewelweed and whatnot. I don't think it's half bad. Yeah, not sure everything that's going in the ditch here, but it's fine. A zinnia in bloom. So I tried to get zinnias and marigolds to grow along the fence line this year, and well, one of them bloomed, starting to bloom. And then over here I got some more mirabilis, some three different kinds of gaillardia, some balloon flowers, which is a campanulaceae, so it's going to be really related to Venus clasping looking glass, and Canterbury bells. All right, so then we also have the creeping thyme, yarrow, some veronica speedwell down here, some more marigolds, oregano, red clover, my Agastache scorfolii folia. I've been working on it, okay? These marigolds are starting to bloom. Some more anise hyssop. Yeah. So that's going to sum everything up for today, guys. And I'll get back with you with my vegetable gardens next time. Thank you for stopping by, everyone. I love you, and so does Jesus. God bless y'all.